oh, who's early? Who's being a good baby today? I think that is us. Yes, we're early. I won't hear no bitching, goddammit. You people are late, motherfuckers. But here's the thing, though. We are talking about some weird-ass shit today. You guys saw the thumbnail, but welcome. It is that Midweek Chat Attack. My boy, Alan Shakazine. I said it right. I didn't call you Jarkezian like fucking Hovig from the ringside.
Yeah, other co-host. Not me, other co-host.
Exactly. I'm stupid. I don't know. But we do have another co-host replacing Ganja because I fired his bitch ass. And also, he just wanted to take the day off because he's doing some things. My boy, Trey Cooper from the ringside. Hey, now, how you doing, Trey?
I'm doing all right. You know, it's WrestleMania season. You know, I gotta be around. I gotta keep rounding the people. WrestleMania this Sunday. You gotta join us there for that reason.
Ultimate Thrill Ride, son.
No Ultimate Thrill Ride, please.
This is the wrong show. Y'all, this is the Midweek Chat Attack. This is not the ringside hangout.
We're one big MCA family, though, Alan. Come on, man. You gotta show the love everywhere.
No, absolutely. Come on, Alan. God damn it. I know he just called you Allie, by the way.
Get used to it.
That's hilarious. But right now he's about to go check his breast. Like, oh wait, what happened? I mean, oh my god. I mean, Jesus, makeup. So, anyways, no, but Allie's. I think she's actually getting some food right now. She'll be on here later on, or whatever. But the thing is, though, god damn people, what the fuck's happening with the world? Normally I wait a little bit to talk about rules and everything like that. And yes, we are gonna be talking about some rules. God damn. And by the way, I think the stream is fucking up. Let me see. Before we continue, yeah, we dropped 1,190 frames. Don't know what's up with that shit. I guess we'll figure that out soon. It could be the amino. So amino, and I'm just giving you some love before we continue on. The amino is actually doing very, very good right now. I was gonna keep this up all night. We might have to turn the amino off in case it's not working. So sorry, folks, if that is the case. But make sure to let us know if it is messing up in the stream. And actually, while we're doing this, I'm going to go ahead and start local recording in case this shit doesn't go right. So now we're locally recording. If something goes wrong, I'll just repost this afterwards. But, Amino, thank you guys for doing your thing. I love y'all. But, Mr. Allen, my boy. So, usually we do this thing where I have some kind of really bad, and I mean like very bad segue into the rules. But I'm just going to be straight up. Yeah, generally. Everything I do is actually pretty cringy. It's not just the rules.
You get used to it.
I know, exactly. I don't think Trey's used to it, though. I think Trey hates that shit still, to this day.
No, dude, I do bad puns on the ringside hangouts before I do the spill.
Exactly.
So me and you, we're one and the same.
Exactly. That's because you came from my balls. You are my semen. That's how people should say that.
Nobody never said that. Whoever should.
People should. I think they should. By the way, I didn't even give any love to the YouTube chat, man. I like how BBM and Cedric are saying Wakanda forever. I'm very surprised about that. Cedric's saying, yes, the show is lagging a little bit. Sorry about that, bro. But yeah, like BBM's over here. He's probably like, yo, crossover. Oh my god, Midnight Chat Attack, race I hate out. We might end up doing that more often as we move on from certain things. I'm going to force your ass to do that shit, Trey.
Hey, we down.
All right, good. But, Mr. Allen, why don't you tell the folks in case they come into the call, because we do want people to come to the call at some point tonight during the show, if you guys want to. But there is rules to follow. So, Allen, why don't you tell these folks as I pull it up on the screen?
Alrighty then. So, remember, newcomers join the call first. We're always looking for new people that have just popped in or checked out the show for the first time. So, if you're in there, message basically, if you're in there, just let one of us know and we'll throw you a link.
Oh, yes.
Remember, once you do get in, don't talk over anybody because like Nick's doing with this crazy ass right now. Rule number 3. We haven't really had much problems with this, thankfully, but they will ban us the fuck if you guys just have to take your clothes out. So remember, no fucking nudity on the show at all. Rule number 4, don't give anyone else the link. When we give you a link for you to pop in the show, that is your link only. If you give that to somebody else, we will kick you and them out. We can't have like 80 people joining on one link.
Exactly.
And remember, then read the rules and, well, I guess for me, don't be a dick.
Oh, yeah, don't be a dick. But you know what? I'm gonna hear Trey do this once. Trey, what's that last rule, buddy?
Don't be a dick, motherfucker.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I don't know why. By the way, the first time Alan ever did that shit, I laughed for way too long.
Dude, I died, man.
That was hilarious.
I was doing the year or 2 edit, and I found that recently.
Yeah. You gotta tell me what episode that is, dude, because I really...
I'll text it to you later, but yeah, I really want to find it. It's so weird. Sometimes I think in my head it's so cringy to do it, but then everyone else loves it, so I guess I'll just keep going on with it.
Yeah, and by the way, too, I just closed out the amino really quick, and everyone's saying like, yeah, man, the stream's kind of fucked up, turbo lag. The lag is up in the MCA. Let us know if things have changed. I actually just went in and changed a couple of things right now, so we'll see what happens. As a matter of fact, I think I forgot to turn off my goddamn phone's Wi-Fi. Let me see if that works. Yeah, my Wi-Fi was on. Okay, turn that off. Good God. Sorry, people. Jesus Christ. But hopefully that makes it work better. We'll check up on that again in about 2 minutes. But if it's not working, maybe we might just do this in post or something. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But aside from that, somebody asked, I think it was Gary or Red Robot King, they're like, zombie raccoons? What the fuck? And here's the thing, man. As soon as I saw this, I was just like, no, please don't. I'm thinking of that movie Zombies. Do you remember that?
Zombies? No.
No.
Oh, Trey, you haven't heard this either, bro?
Up. I'm sure Gary.
No, me neither.
Okay, so Zombies is a movie, and I forgot who's in it, but it's a B movie, but it looks kind of cool, honestly. I don't know if it's by Asylum or what, but this is a horror movie that's about they go. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. They go into a fucking zoo, and there's all dead animals, and they're eating people and shit. And honestly, like, it's bad fucking effects and everything, and bad acting, but it's kind of a concept that I would love to see, like, done with some money. It's funny as shit. Got giraffes eating people and everything too.
Giraffes don't fucking eat people, even if they're zombies.
Well, yeah, because they're herbivores, right? Or herbivores?
Yes. Yeah. They only eat plants. So guess what? That's like, oh god, what a stupid. This is why zombies are fucking. This is why the zombie genre is a fucking stupid pile of shit. Because they've done everything, and now they're like, whatever, just throw zombie on some other bullshit.
At least they're trying to find another way to do the zombie thing. I like that. I like that they're trying to do something a little bit different.
They're trying too hard.
Okay, I guess I understand where you're coming from in that sense, but this zombie, the Zombies trailer, like this, I found pretty fucking funny. But
it's a shitty pun too.
It is a hilarious pun.
No, it's not.
You're saying shitty, but shitty means funny. I mean, let's just be honest.
No,
like,
I mean all puns are shitty, but this is on the lower end.
But the thing is like the idea of that is scary as shit. I don't think I'd be able to handle a zombie apocalypse with animal zombies. And like Trey, I mean, I know you've been a fan of like, or I don't know if you're a fan, but you played Resident Evil games. Like,
yeah,
what do you feel about
Resident Evil?
Basically, and then like with this whole situation too, it's like Raccoon City. You know what I mean? Like that's the same fucking thing. Raccoon City Police Department come to the rescue. But Trey, you like, does that scare you, the idea of like zombie animals at all?
Yes, freaking Resident Evil 1. Like, I played the director's cut on PS1, and you open that dang door from the very beginning of the game with them freaking zombie dogs. Yeah, I dropped the controller and said, nope, not playing this game anymore. Nope. Didn't play that game for another like 3 years or so. That scared the mess out of me. No, I don't. The idea of zombie animals freaking scared the mess out of me. So no, I don't want that.
Just shoot them.
Silly ways.
Have enough bullets. Just shoot them.
Yeah, and well, the thing is, like, they're so fast. I mean, like, over here, man, I remember this
bullets are faster. I promise you.
Yeah, if you got the good aim. Like this shit was fake as fuck. She's shooting these zombies like nothing. Like, oh yeah, kill that dog. I'm just like, what? Like, this was a dead giveaway that she was some kind of robot or some kind of like experiment from Resident Evil or something, Umbrella Corporation, just to kill that many goddamn dogs running at her. I would not be able to do that. I don't care how much training I would have. That'd be fucking impossible.
Yeah, but anybody with military training would be able to shoot a moving enemy as long as they're not fucking doing some jive motions.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, you're right. I mean, try not to shoot a fucking enchantress or something. You know, the dance moves would throw you off a little bit. Jesus Christ.
Pretty much.
Movie. That's from Suicide Squad. But the thing is, apparently this shit's a little bit real, and some people are probably thinking like, okay, well, obviously they're not fucking zombies, Nick. You know, just, you know, the whole clickbaity thing of what's going on here. But obviously it's rabies, kind of like the movie Cujo from Stephen King. You know, sometimes dogs get this thing, the rabies, and they go fucking nuts, and they become like horror villains in a sense.
Sure.
But yeah, apparently it's a real thing, but it's not rabies. Apparently this situation called distemper. I don't know how to say it. D-I-S. Have you heard this word?
No, I've never heard of it. I mean, I've heard of rabies, obviously. I've never heard of this distemper shit.
Yeah, and how about you, Trey? Have you heard the word distemper?
No, never in my life.
Yeah, and it's funny because that was a pun. I was like, distemper, yo. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what
I was thinking.
Yeah. But, no, man, it's an actual fucking thing. And apparently police are investigating all these calls that they're getting. And the thing that's weird to me, though, is, like, this is being treated as, like, a joke. You know, it's like, this guy's like, oh, zombie raccoons. How so funny. But it's real. Apparently, they're saying that the distemper virus, I guess what's happening, and I don't know why they call this a zombie virus thing, because apparently what the raccoons are doing is standing up on their hind legs and they're just falling backwards and just like moving around really fast around humans. Apparently they're scared of humans, but this makes them not fear humans at all. Like at all. You can run at them, they'll just stand there looking at you. Which in itself is scary as fuck, you know. But I mean, like,
I'm looking up a little bit, and it's just like, yeah, it's just it's a viral disease that affects a wide variety of fucking animals, and just causes them just to kind of be a little bit crazier than they normally are. Just reduces their normal fear or normal survival instinct. So it's like, I get why people are calling it zombie stuff, because it just kind of sound like something that could be, you know, a viral, like it does take aspects of virus zombie stuff. There we go.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I know like the whole idea of contagion or viral infection is one of those things like, hey, well, let's just make, you know, the infected. This obviously is a zombie thing. But yeah, I mean, I know that there's something going on that could be kind of scary. I mean, they're saying that in 2018 showed 43% of raccoons evaluated had distemper, which is an unusual spike because the last time it was 45% over here in 2016. So this is happening more often now. But yeah, it's just. Do you think it's worth actually calling the police, bugging them when a raccoon is standing on its hind legs, falling on its back? Like, I don't know why people are actually
as long as it's not attacking people, you should probably just call animal control.
Apparently they're not, though. They're not attacking people. Like,
okay, yeah. Then it's better to call animal control. Like, honestly, unless there's a situation where there's a fucking cheetah into your house, and even then, like, animal control is way better suited for this shit than the police are. Police have better things to do right now than to fucking deal with a crazy raccoon.
You know, the police are like, man, we got people that have rabies right now and distemper. Like, we're trying to stop those motherfuckers.
Pretty much.
But you, like, Trey, have you ever called the police for an animal situation, or would you call police for this situation?
No, I've never had it. It's one of those things where you grow up in the hood. You kind of handle things yourself instead of the cops. Like, I remember there was a raccoon under my bed one time, and I didn't know what it was. I kept poking it with a stick or whatever, and then it tried to attack me, and I ran out immediately out my room, and then we got my dog in there. My dog pretty much like took care of the raccoon, and then we threw it outside. So,
oh god, that dog ate it and ripped his guts out of your room. Like, well, my dog. I had to clean a lot, you know.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, that's what I was saying. But nowadays, since I'm not in that environment anymore, for the most part, I think I would for the most part, because I don't want to deal with that. I really don't. I'd rather not like do anything myself. I don't use guns or anything, and I mean, I don't have a bat and stuff. I mean, I guess I could get one if I wanted to, but I'd rather get animal control or something to handle that than me. So
exactly, yeah. And let me see really quick. I'm trying to see how much frames we're currently dropping, and we might be okay, folks. But yeah, we're still dropping. Man, I got some shit luck, dude. Holy fucking balls.
Yeah.
Oh well. Moving on though. I guess we'll do this pretty quick. But yeah, just zombies. Just zombie fucking raccoons. It doesn't make no goddamn sense to me. But moving on. On top of animal, you know, craziness, and I really. At first, I was mad. I mean, you saw in the description, I was like cussing up a storm. Like, what the fuck is this? What this world's coming to? But apparently, and this is just fucking silly, there's a situation where Detroit, they had the zoo, and they're literally giving out manure from the animals for some fucking reason. And I do not get this whatsoever until I read the story. Now, before you even get into the story, Trey, I'm going to ask you, what do you think? What do you think the reason is for them giving people the animal poop?
I can only think that some disgruntled employee was angry and was like, you know what? I'm just going to give everybody poop. That's all everybody's getting. Just poop. I don't care anymore. Screw this job. I don't get paid well. The animals poop in my face anyway. So you know what? They're going to poop in my face. They getting poop too.
Okay, and you, Alan, what would you assume? Why people are getting
it has some sort of protest or animal rights activist or some PETA bullshit. Because it sounds exactly up their fucking alley for them to get some sort of like sensationalized attention.
Yeah, now apparently, I think you're slightly right there. Basically, I guess, and it's free. It's free buckets, 5 pounds of animal manure. By Detroit Zoo Poo will be handed out on April 14th as part of the zoo's Green Fest celebration, which event precedes Earth Day and will showcase how the zoo recycles waste. Buckets will be available to the first 1,000 visitors. So, hey, if you guys are early and you guys go out of your day,
you can't cut the night before just to get a good spot.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, congratulations, you made it really quick here. Here's some shit,
man. Yeah. 1,000 per 1,000 people. That's 5 tons. I'm like, Oh wait, the digester converts 500. Yeah, yeah, because basically animal feces are generally used for fertilizer, and they're combined with a bunch of other stuff. Like fertilizer isn't like as much as it smells terrible and is generally a lot of animal waste. It's not straight animal waste. It's mixed in with a bunch of other stuff to ensure plants are actually getting the proper what you call nutrients and whatever they need to grow. It is more than just shit.
Yeah, but that's the thing that's weird to me though, that this isn't even happening, because it's one of those situations where I don't understand why people would go there early to get the poop, and I don't know why it makes business sense to do this for free. Because when I was writing,
no one's gonna pay for it.
Well, no, because I was thinking like maybe they will. Maybe they're like, oh man, like this is a souvenir kind of, and this is like some interesting shit. Maybe you can use it for fertilizer or something, right? And imagine if they're able to make even a penny off the poop, because poop is the thing that you're gonna get no matter what. And animals are not gonna stop shitting. You're not gonna run out of supply of shit. Imagine making profit off of that. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's more of just again some sort of sensationalized advertisement, so that they can get people there to celebrate their day and all that stuff. And to basically like zoos are not the worst place on the planet for animals. They're not.
Yeah. But guys, it's just crazy to me that this is happening, and people are, as a business move, especially it being free. Imagine going there and wanting your audience to get there early, and then when they do get there early, their big congratulatory reward is, you want some animal shit? Want some doo doo? Like that's the kind of shit that makes me not want to get there early. That makes me want to, it's just insane to me. But let me ask you this though: is there anything that you collected, a weird, souvenir from a zoo that you normally wouldn't admit to?
Oh God, I don't. I think I only ever went to a zoo once, and an emu bit me, and I will never forget that night. But no, I rarely ever went. The idea of a souvenir there just seems weird, because everything's so dirty and disgusting.
Yeah, and guy, you said an emu bit you?
Yeah, I was. I remember I was going just those huge things. They're basically just another version of an ostrich, and those things are huge. I mean, I was also short, but those things are still like the size of people. So I went to feed it, and it bit my fucking hand. I was like, "Man, fuck you, stupid bird!" And
fuck you too, motherfucker.
Look just like
that. That's the best out of me, man. It just popped him out of nowhere. Oh man.
I'll bite your ass again, bitch. Do something. I love that shit, bro.
That freaking face, it just came out of nowhere, man.
Hey, yo, Alan, do you have anything to say to him, bro?
No.
You sure?
Yes.
Say something, bitch.
I can't tell if that's the same bird or if you found a different bird.
Get some. That's right, motherfucker. I'm sorry. I'm gonna play with those, man.
Of course you are.
Oh man, I did not know what emu was. I was actually gonna type in emo. I thought like a used fan bitch you or something. But,
no, it's a used fan. There aren't any used fans.
Aw, I was a used fan.
Sure you were.
Yeah. What's that one?
I was for 2 songs.
What was that box shaped something? I forgot what the fuck it's called.
What the fuck? Oh no, it's All That I've Got, and whatever the fuck that other song is that they're trying to be crazier and emo. I can't remember what the fuck.
Remember that one song?
The Bird and the Worm.
I like that.
The Bird and the Worm. I love that.
Yeah, that's a good song too.
That song has no rhyming in it at all. It is just a bunch of words for like 3 minutes.
Oh man, dude, yeah, those were some bad days. I remember I tried to do my hair like that once. Got no pussy. Anyways,
why?
Because I'm stupid.
Trying to do the fucking. Oh god, what's that woman from Underworld? Kate Beckinsale haircut.
Yeah, she did have that shit going on, dude. Damn, that's the first emo superhero.
Pretty much.
But here's the thing. This is something I think you can definitely talk about more so than me, because I could give a fuck less. But the thing is, apparently CW has been renewing, or it's going to be renewing 10 current series, which means every show is good. At least every show is at least somewhat good.
Yeah, it's to the extent not so much that every show is good, because you have Riverdale and whatever the fuck that woman is from that other show. I don't know who the fuck that woman is in the second one. I don't know what show she's from.
Jane the Virgin, man.
Jane the Virgin.
Who the fuck watches that show?
I have a lot of coworkers that watch that show, so it's a popular show among the ladies.
Yeah, well, I can imagine why, but yeah, no, it just kind of shows like, because everyone's always wondering, well, superhero shows, well, they're not getting the money that the movies are, they're not getting popular. It's like CW is renewed every one of their shows, and it's like the shows have mixed viewings, but people still watch the fuck out of them to the extent where they're consistently like Arrow's going on its 7th season, which with this DC's Legends of Tomorrow, which I think is one of my favorite shows out of that bunch, where it's like it's the giant ensemble cast of like 6 or 7 superheroes you've never fucking heard of, all just joining up. The Flash is had the worst season it's ever had, but it's only one bad season and 3 good ones. So hopefully season 5 fixes it up because this season's been trash. But no, I'm excited because it just means that these shows are still doing well enough that they're going to continue going on, and I'm really, really happy about that because I love those shows. Those are like my yeah. I don't know about Supernatural though. I can't believe that's renewed for another season.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, dude, being at the amount of season 14, and the weird thing is too, is they just did some ridiculous like jump the shark shit with Scooby Doo, and I'm just like,
that was
motherfucker,
so
man.
bad.
Yeah, like Trey, have you heard about this whole Scooby Doo thing with fucking?
I have.
Oh, he knows. He got me yelling.
Yeah, I did. It wasn't even before that though. That's the thing. I love Scooby Doo. Alan doesn't, but the thing is, I know nothing about Supernatural. I've only seen a few episodes. Matter of fact, back in school, this is how nerdy I am for the most part. Like there was a huge fight between like what show was better, Smallville or Supernatural, and we used to fight over that crap all the time. So it was just one of those things where it was kind of. Yeah, no, I wouldn't say Supernatural. I'd say Smallville. But anyway, yeah, it's just one of those things where I kind of want to watch the special just for the Scooby-Doo aspect. But the Supernatural thing, I'm kind of mad about. But Alan, I know you have some choice words for it.
Okay, like as far as it actually in universe, they managed to pull it off how this would actually work properly, because I've seen they can get away with some crazy stuff, because again there's all sorts of magic, there's all sorts of interdimensional stuff. Hell, this isn't even the first time they've been sucked into a quote unquote television show, so it's like this fits within universe as far as the levels in which they can actually do it. The problem is it just feels so like it's a filler episode in the middle of like an important like the season 13's been doing some crazy good stuff. They've been consistently able to keep the same tone of the show and able to do new and interesting things. That's why I love the show so goddamn much, because every season manages to have new and interesting stories. That Supernatural crossover was just so like I don't know, it felt so unneeded, mostly because I fucking hate Scooby-Doo so goddamn much, and just I had to watch and see Velma again, and my thought was, am I Velma? Oh Lord! Is that what I sound like when people ask me when people say science, and I go, well, actually.
Like, well, oh, I think all white people sound like that. I mean, no offense, but it's just like, man, even when movies and cinephiles and shit, it's just like, well, technically, Squirrel Girl is a property of.
That's how she sounds like. It's fucking ridiculous. Yeah. But like, as far as jumping the shark, like, I really do think the show should have ended in season 11. But it's weird. It's still good. I still watch it every week, and it's still really, really well done. It's one of the only time I've ever seen this show have a bad season was like at season 8. But then they're just consistently, they're always able to do interesting things with the universe. They're always able to add cool stuff and make it a really fun, interesting show. Like they just now started fucking with alternate dimensions and stuff, and that's always interesting to me. I always love that shit. Yeah. So it's like I'm glad that the CW is renewing all these shows, because it just means that they have so much confidence in their run. They're like, yeah, people still want to watch these shows. We're gonna keep going. Unlike other fucking networks, Netflix, who just canceled their shit halfway through.
Yeah, or they just don't know if anything's actually gonna be good. You just say, oh, sign you. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that, and then oh, it's bad. Fuck, what are we gonna do? It's like, yeah, come on, guys, you gotta look at your shit better. I will say though, one thing that's actually really cool about this entire news aspect thing is, yeah, my boy Black Lightning getting his season 2,
that one too, yeah,
which is fucking awesome. God damn, I love that show, and I still haven't even finished it all the way through. The Flash, I didn't even know it was at season 5 yet, so obviously that's doing pretty good. And Supergirl, do you think that's like moving along a little too fast? Because I don't think Flash and Supergirl started around the same time. Supergirl started kind of recent, like 2 years ago.
Yeah, no, because what happened is the timeline of how it was, Arrow started first. Then when season 2 of Arrow started, they kind of introduced the Flash. They introduced it through a backdoor pilot. Then it got its own series, and so Flash will always be 2 seasons behind Arrow every single time. Then I think like in season 2 of season 2 of the Flash, that's when Supergirl started. So Supergirl's always going to be 2 seasons behind that. So it's like Supergirl started on its own network. I can't remember where the hell it was, but it started and
PBS.
It was trash. I watched it all because I'll sit through anything superhero related, but it was garbage. The writing was bad. The fucking acting was bad overall. The fucking every storyline they did just felt like recycled Superman plots, and it's like it was just trash. But then season 2, the CW bought it, and it was like it became a new show. I remember just looking around going, "Is this the same fucking show? Because this is amazing." Yeah. And I think it's earned its place along with the rest of the CW stuff of being a really, really fucking good show. And they didn't even change the actors. They kept all the actors. They kept the same storyline. They didn't reboot it. and everything ended up working. So it's like at this point, I'm waiting for them to do because they do their yearly crossover where they have all of the shows, DC, Arrow, Flash, and Supergirl, where they have them all together. And I'm waiting for Black Lightning to finally show up for that superhero crossover because that's gonna be crazy when it's like all these young, kind of almost teenagers, young adults, and this parent comes in and goes, "Man, y'all need some discipline." Like I can't wait for Black Lightning to show up.
Yeah, man. And by the way, too, I'm looking up here as well. He's saying, yes, Black Lightning is renewed, but please don't get a fourth season. Every CW superhero show has that fourth season curse. Now, with that said, does Supergirl and Arrow and Flash have this curse? Because I don't think I haven't heard anything of that nature. Even Gotham, people were talking good about. But sorry about that.
On Gotham, but Arrow season. Actually, I think Arrow season 3 was actually the point where it was just like, because I hated that season. I love the show, and I hated that fucking season because it dragged on so much, and it was just not that fucking good. But season 4 was pretty good. Season 4 for Arrow, season 5, and season 6, I do particularly like. Season 4 of Flash, it's just not interesting. Because the thing is that what they always had in what the criticisms of the first 3 seasons was all the villains were the same. It was just some dude that ran faster than Barry. Like that was the villain. But they always made him interesting because they were either their friend or their mentor. But they always pushed Barry to do things. With this guy, he's just a super smart guy. And I'm really starting to hate that villain of like, he's just super smart. Why can't we beat him? Well, because he thinks of everything, and that's it. And it's fucking ridiculous. It's a fucking annoying like superhero trope, but I hope that season 5 ends up being better because I'm done with this fucking season. No, there's no way they can make it better.
Now, Trey, I'm gonna ask you: do you watch any of these CW superhero shows?
I'm working myself up to them because I'm trying to finish all the Netflix Marvel shows. I went against everybody's judgment because the last time I was on the MCA, actually, everybody told me not to watch Iron Fist, and well, I'm watching it anyway because I'm that guy that got to watch everything. So after I finished Iron Fist, Defenders, and Jessica Jones season 2, and Punisher, that's why I'm actually gonna start on the DC shows because I've been very interesting on the CW shows because I watched the first 2 episodes of Arrow and they were pretty fantastic. Matter of fact, I liked them way better than the first 2 episodes of Daredevil, to be honest. And
the fight scenes are great.
My cousin was watching The Flash, and I tried to not pay attention to it. But then it's like, oh man, but these storylines sound fantastic because you're playing them in the background and everything. And I'm trying to have my headphones on and ignore it, but it's like I can still hear it through the headphones. So I'm like, God dang it, these storylines are awesome, but I can't really get into it because I gotta watch them in order because I'm that guy. So I'm gonna get to the CW shows eventually. It just, it's just, and I was even watching Supergirl. I'm like 7 episodes into Supergirl season 1 actually. I just remembered about that too. And I was actually, unlike Alan, I kind of like Supergirl season 1 a little bit. I'm liking watching her like the beginning of her stuff and everything and stuff. It's not bothering as much. Even Billy's brother, I think I was kind of hesitant on him being Jimmy.
Wait, that's legitimately Billy's brother?
Yeah, Billy from Spill and Double Toasted.
No, because I thought people were just saying that as a joke. I didn't know.
No, his last name. He's Isaiah Brooks. So yeah.
Okay, I had no idea because he's great in season 2. Like they finally do something with him in season 2.
Yeah, it's funny because like he's on another movie recently too that I watched about like it's something where someone was Bader's wife.
Something?
Yeah, the cheater thing, and I was like, he looks like I ain't trying to be racist, but he looks like Billy, and then he's Billy's brother. I'm like, what the?
I didn't want to say anything because I'm like, he looks just like him. I kept thinking when they showed him like, are they related or is this? I thought this was a joke the whole time.
Yeah, that's the actual brothers, which is really weird, man. I mean, it's just funny how that kind of works out, but yeah, like maybe one of these days, I'll get into the shows too. I did watch some of Supergirl, and I fucking hated it with every single fucking fiber.
Oh, it is trash that first season. But the second season again takes place afterwards. It actually improves the character because again, the first thing about the season, they're like, let's have this young, girl that doesn't really know any better do these recycled superhero plots, and then after a while, you're just like, there's almost no growth in this season. But then season 2, it's like, okay, not only did they grew every single fucking character. It is great. Every character gets a development. They managed to get interesting, cool villains. They managed to make it not a recycled Superman plot. And it's like, I really think that you like what there's a couple episodes of season 4 you should watch for context, but you could skip most of it.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. One more thing to talk about before we get out of here, because we are gonna get out of here very, very soon, folks. But with that said, my boy Alan did something that I thought was pretty funny. He actually went around, and I'm surprised we didn't celebrate this because we are a bunch of fucking fools. But yes, April Fool's Day happened. Oh, la la la.
Oh yeah, man. Every year something gets me, man. I try so hard, but every fucking year gets me. This I didn't put it to the list because no one cares, but it was there's a game called Elite Dangerous, and 90 sent this to me as an April Fool's joke saying that Star Citizen was bought up by another company.
What the hell?
And I believed it.
You did.
That would be kind of crazy, though.
Dude, Alan was saying he was about to kill himself, dude. That's how bad it was. That's how scared he was. I was like, what? You have to end your life over this?
I was having a bad day because I was watching
I don't get the end of the jokes. They're just going to keep coming forever.
No, because the thing is, like, the joke was like, yeah, the Star Citizen be bought up by another company. I was also watching Scooby-Doo at the time. So I was just in a bad place.
Oh, man.
Oh, but every fucking year gets me, man. I try to avoid it. I try not to believe it, but every year, man. Because you don't know what's real, man.
Yeah, but we'll get through this pretty quick, though, because I gotta just show a couple things. Like, for one, why would this even be a thing? Where's Waldo on Google Maps? I'm sorry,
dude,
but that's stupid.
No, I don't understand this one.
Nick, I played this. Okay, so basically what you do, I did it from my phone. What you do is you click on Waldo, like on that screen where he is, and they set you up on these maps or whatever, and you have to go through the whole thing and look for him in different locations and stuff like that. I kid you not. Like, there's like 4 other things with him too. There's like his sister and his dog and everything. I was in a call with 2 of my former co-hosts with the Midnight Chat Attack 90s and Anthony, and they were talking about Ready Player One and stuff. Man, I was for an hour and 30 minutes looking for his stupid dog. And they were just laughing at me like, "You still looking for that dog?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm trying to beat this whole freaking map because he was the only thing I needed." And they make this Red Rado thing complicated where it's like, like he's hiding somewhere and you got to find his tail or some crap like that. And he was in a place that I looked like 5 different times. And I'm freaking like, "Yeah, I finally did it. I found a stupid dog." And this thing was stupid, man. I don't know why I wasted my time, an hour and 30 minutes looking for that damn dog, but I finally did it. And it was a very successful night. So,
I'm glad you felt successful wasting your entire night trying to find a fucking digital dog.
And Alan, this is another one that I found weird. Please explain this one to me. But the Google Cloud Hummus API.
I don't. I
like people like.
I first
people
thought
just eating this shit like.
Okay, I found this like because people like I'm not like offended by this. I hate hummus. It's the food of my people, but I hate it to the extent where I don't understand why anyone likes it. It is just like, I don't even know how to describe it. It is like Arab porridge of just this fucking stuff you eat with bread. Like, everyone loves it. Like, Jay-Z, when he came over to my house, my mom makes it, she makes it at his house, just makes it by hand. And he's like, yeah, this is the best he's ever had. I'm like, I fucking hate this stuff. I don't know why anyone likes it. But this whole thing was just like, yeah, we're going to get your taste of hummus by you just lick your phone to get how your taste buds work. Jesus. And we'll just send you to the place that has the closest to your thing. I'll laugh my fucking ass off because that's going to be real in like 3 years. Yeah. We're going to have fucking taste sensors on our phone just so we can get like food that we like, man.
No, and that's the thing too, that like some of the shit does become true. The Pokemon Go thing was one of those. So I'm just kind of like, all right, this might be this more than a joke. This might be something they're actually just testing out to see if people are actually gonna want to get it. So I don't know. Another thing, OnePlus P coin. What the fuck is this? I didn't even know. I looked at that. I was like, I don't know what the fuck this is at all. Yeah, it's just like this guy's like, I don't know. Blockchain ever meets? Yeah, I don't know any of this shit. You know what I mean? Like. Apparently, it says number of details surrounding a new P-coin currency were revealed, including the ability to mine on OnePlus phones directly. Well, this just sounds like something that made people really want to get it more so than just a joke. There ain't no joke here. The joke said it's not fucking real.
It's true. It's just another fucking Bitcoin bullshit. Like, that's like I looked at it, I'm like, is this really April Fool's or is this just completely... Yeah, people say the Pokemon Go failed. That was fucking funny when I read that shit, because that's on the list there, but it's like, yeah, we're going to do the fucking graphics update to make it 8-bit. My first thought was, so you're just going to turn it into a Pokemon video game?
Yeah, basically. But, I mean, it failed to an extent, but it did good for the small bit it did. I mean, that became part of the big culture once again. This one, I want to get these. The T-Mobile sidekicks.
Oh,
I'm
that's
sorry,
so
man.
dumb in my opinion.
I love the sidekick phones. I love the sidekick phones back in the day. They were really awesome. So this pissed me off, honestly. Because I was like, man, I want another sidekick. Dude, I'll give my S8 Plus right now.
This is the light up sneakers back in the day, but just for the modern generation, man.
No, this is awesome. This was like nostalgic as shit, and I'm just kind of like, dude, this could actually work. This is actually pretty cool.
It's so stupid.
This is awesome. I'm sorry. I love this.
Shoes are expensive enough. Motherfucker.
God dang it.
Oh, I just took the dog shit. Let me answer my phone.
God dang it, man! I'm so mad about that.
That's fucking hilarious. I love it.
I want a real sidekick phone again, man. Those ones were cool back in the day.
No, they weren't. They sucked.
Like, you in this picture over here. Fuck yeah, Colin Franklin. Like, yeah.
Having speakers and a fucking smartphone on the bottom of your shoes. That's a great fucking. That's so stupid. It might be real when I saw that.
God, man. And this just looks cool. I don't know what the fuck this is, but the Razer Project Venom 2.
Yeah, basically, they're like, yo, Razer makes all the shitty fucking computer accessories. And they're like, yo, drink this shit so you can game harder.
Oh, that's what it is?
Steroids, yeah.
A T-virus, basically?
Yeah, pretty much. You know, they're like, oh, we designed this shit. So, yeah, that's supposed to be your blood sugar with nanobots. You drink that shit, you'll be able to game harder. And it's like, that's really fucking funny because it's going to get to that point. Because gaming is such a popular medium right now. It's more popular than any other medium right now.
This dude's face is just
the
like,
newest.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm lethargic off this shit.
Yeah, because what was it last year? I think it was something just as stupid last year. But yeah, they're like, the Razer Venom, it has nanobots. It'll make you be able to less stress and game harder and game faster.
Yeah, look at that.
Hey, motherfucker, I put my DPI to the max. That's nothing special. I can do that right now.
Now, this one was just some bullshit. Speaking of Pokemon Go earlier, but the graphical upgrade.
I laughed my ass off. It's like, graphical upgrade. You're making 8 bits, like, so you're just making it a Pokemon game.
Basically, I thought this was kind of funny. But it's almost like they're making jokes amongst themselves. Like, hey, Pokemon Go. Like, every April Fool's, they're going to do something to Pokemon Go because of how this joke became a big fucking part of our society.
Right.
You know? And by the way, speaking of that, I remember one person that was actually on the news playing Pokemon Go. Our boy Trey over here. You still playing that?
Yes. No, I'm not. It is funny. I'm wearing my Pokemon Go shirt, my Team Mystic shirt with my username on it tonight right now.
Oh, wow.
It's so funny. Yeah, there's so ironic we're talking about that. But I still follow it and everything. I just haven't played it anymore because obviously my friends stopped playing it and it kind of discouraged me from playing it too. Not because it's like I was nerdy or whatever. It's just like I liked it when I had my group of friends playing it. And then once I got out of it, I was like, oh, well, I don't play this by myself. So it's like, But one thing I did see on this April Fool's joke is a lot of people were begging them to keep this because they would love to like catch them like kind of like the old school way instead of seeing it all 3D and stuff. So hopefully they do keep it. So
I doubt it.
We'll see. Yeah, I doubt it too.
This seems like a one-time thing. They're just doing as a nostalgia, less of a joke, more of a throwback kind of thing.
If people want it enough, they'll probably just make a version for that, and it's like DLC. And it's like, okay, guys, like if you give us $5, we'll have it like on the side. Like, you know what I mean? You can choose.
Yeah, it's not like that.
Probably, if there's money, they'll do it. But the swipe keyboard. Now, I watched this earlier. I don't know though. I still don't know what the fuck this is. Basically, to draw. It's for drawing.
That's because again, this is one of the ones where it's like it's to just help draw and all this shit. It's like, is this a joke or is this real? It's like I can't tell anymore. I legitimately can't tell with some of this stuff. It's like if you can do it, it's like what, supposed to be able to do different characters and shit. Because I think one of the problems, like I don't, it's so weird because it's like this feels like something that's already real. You know, it's hard to see that this is as a joke. You know. Yeah,
because I mean they go so far in the explanation part of it. I'm just kind of like, you know what, dude, like. Is this just like it might not work, so it's like a joke now, but like if people are interested enough to be like, you know what, let's work on this, let's make this fucking perfect, let's do this shit.
Let's make it for real fucking keyboards, because that's how that fucking works.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the mouse attachment for your phone. Fuck it. You can have a physical mouse that goes right to your phone.
Yeah, well actually they do have the whole like BlueStacks and whatnot to use your phone basically on your computer, so I wouldn't put past reality on that one.
Yeah, exactly.
And then this is unbelievably realistic, and I'm mad that's going to exist. I know for sure this fucking is going to exist. But the NVIDIA GeForce Academy of Gaming.
Oh, that laughed my ass off.
Yeah, because imagine having a PE class for the esports, you know?
What the fuck is gameosophy? What the fuck does that mean?
No, it would work. Dude, the way people talk about video games when you're playing in multiplayer matches and they fucking yell at you and everything for nothing.
Yeah.
I can imagine this being a thing. Like, Trey, I know you've played a lot of video games where people are mad at you for losing or whatever the fuck we're talking shit. Like, can you see this being a thing or nah?
Yeah, I actually can. I think it'd be kind of great if they did something like that. Yeah, I probably need to. Ganja and Alan and everybody are gonna test. Well, Nick, we had some matches in Justice too. I don't think I said one curse word to you, but man, when we're playing Mario Kart 64, I'm a whole different beast.
That's true.
That fucking hardware thing, like The game also is a joke, and the EA Sportsman or the EA Sports Management is a joke. That hardware studies should be real because it's like there's so many people out there that don't know what the fuck they're doing and will buy Alienware computers.
Yeah.
Not knowing that if you just spent like some extra time, you could build something that's better for half the price.
Yeah. I mean, and I like how I get triggered every time you say that shit. 'Cause I know I'm.
Hey, because you know, but hey, you're the one person that can give me a legitimate excuse. Everyone else is like, well, I just don't know how. It's like, just learn.
Yeah,
just
so
find either
tutorials online, people. Like, I mean, it's all there for you.
Not even then. Like, you can literally there are so many like companies you can go to where you can build your PC through another company. Like my friend did that through Dell, where he built his computer through Dell. He just had to pay a manufacturing cost, but it was still much cheaper, much better than anything you can buy anywhere else.
Yeah, no, and yeah, I mean, still, people like to this day, that shit is so much smarter. I mean, it's been like that for years, to the point where you can just make your own computer. And the thing is, like nowadays too, when you go on Amazon, you buy a certain motherboard, you buy something with it, like it tells you all the other shit that goes with it, like underneath it. It's like people buy this, also buy this. So there's no excuse, goddammit.
Yeah, no, there's plenty of excuses for you not to do it by your goddamn self because again, you don't know what you're doing. Installing an OS is difficult, but like. There are places for you to buy it. Alienware, you don't need to buy Alienware. You don't need to buy anything from Apple ever. You don't need to buy any pre-made computers. Just go to a place, go to Geek Squad. They will help build your system for you. If you go get all the parts and you pay for all the parts, you can then go to Geek Squad and they'll do all the hard work, which is putting this shit together, installing the right OS and getting the right programs on there. They'll obviously charge a fee, but even with the fee, it's still much cheaper. Just ask Gandhi when he gets back. He spent, I think, $1,400 on a new rig. And has a 100% new rig and is able to get a system that's going to last him for like 5-6 years and he'll upgrade like 1 or 2 parts.
Exactly.
Like that is the benefit. You're paying more, but that is the benefit.
Yeah, no, exactly. So yeah, man, definitely do that. Like Alan and Ganja know their shit too, and our boy 90s who used to be with us. Like yeah, they know their shit very, very well. And I do too, but I mean, my wallet would fucking disagree.
Nah.
But yeah, as far as all these things go, and you actually asked me this earlier, Alan, but like, yeah, like which one of these? I'm gonna ask you, which one of these would you want to be real, in this sense?
If we're still talking about the N-Force's G-Force thing, like I said, the hardware studies is something that needs to be real because I think you legitimately need to have like either a YouTube series of just so you could teach people like every part of it, like why is RAM important? I personally believe that the power supply is the most important part of the system. But you need to explain to people, it's like you can't just go out there and buy the most expensive or the most powerful or the biggest wattage power supply because that could actually be harmful to have too much power running through your system. Just as harmful as it is to have too little power running through your system. So it's like that is something you need to teach people. It's like, what's the difference between DDR3 and DDR5? Why do you need to look at the RAM speed? What the fuck's a hard drive speed? Like that is parts that people need to know because if they want to replace it themselves, they need to know what they're getting as opposed to just wishy-washy throwing their fucking system together and wondering why it doesn't work.
Yeah, and you, Trey, out of all these crazy-ass April Fool's jokes, which one would you want? If you had to choose, which one would you want to be real?
Man, that was actually something I've been questioning myself on Saturday, since the Saturday, whatever the April Fool starts coming out. Because after last year, Smart Boy ended up becoming real. I was just like, okay, what's going to become real this year? The sidekicks actually did become real. You can actually buy them for $60, but I'm just like, man, forget that. that gaming, yeah, you're selling it for $60, so they don't do none of the stuff the commercial says. Oh, yeah. It's just shoes that you can just get or whatever.
I mean, that's a good price of shoes, so.
Yeah, true. But the gaming school thing sounds way better than anything I read. Because the Wells Waldo thing does exist as well. Fuck that game. I spent too much time on that. So yeah, the school thing sounds way better than anything else. Because even though the Smart Boy makes it to where you can actually play your physical Game Boy cartridges when you're on your phone, this is something that will actually like teach you those kind of things you need to know about your computer and everything, stuff like that when it comes to gaming and everything, and just knowing the basics about your computer in general. So yeah, I would rather this than anything else.
Now, for me, I would actually get that swipe board. I honestly, this whole idea about people swipe all the fucking time with certain things, I feel like, you could probably find a way to make this where you can play like those touchscreen games without a touchscreen. You can also do something where like this could teach drawing, maybe. I don't know. Honestly, I just didn't pick the same thing. No, this is fucking ridiculous. All of these are ridiculous. This is one of the most insane April Fool's jokes. Like, they're so obvious. I remember back in the day when they had, like, a Legend of Zelda trailer and shit that can actually be true. And this none of it.
Hey, there are things that might be real. That avocado Coca-Cola shit near the bottom, I laugh my ass off because that's gonna be real one day. Mark my fucking words.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I don't know, but aside from all that, people, I know we've been lagging all fucking night, man. It sucks. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to see how much we have dropped, and it won't tell me. I don't know why the fuck it won't tell me. But yeah, it's a goddamn shame. But the thing is we are recording this locally, and we might just have to do the show a different way next week. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But motherfucker. Aside from that, though, Mr. Allen, we are going to be leaving now, so there's only one more thing left to do, sir. But before we do that thing, actually, man, I'm trying to leave too goddamn early. After hours, if they can hear you, why don't you tell them the after hours is on Saturday?
So we normally don't do an after hours on Wednesday just because there's either extravaganza or there's other stuff going on or we have other things we have to do. But we will be doing a after hours this Saturday. We will continue our road to Infinity War, and we will be doing the team ups. I will drop more information the day of, but basically what it is, it's going to be all the team up movies. So that's what we're going to end up watching this week, and then we'll see and then next week I will tell you all what the last week of doing our road to Infinity War will be. So just tune into the Midnight Chat Attack and you'll get more information there.
Yeah, and we're not having an after hours tonight, BBM. It's going to be on Saturday. But yeah, like that's what everything Alan just said. And yeah, I mean, it might be pretty cool to see what people are going to be picking. And then obviously after we pick those movies, I mean, last week we did just the regular movies, the first
the first stubs. We did what did we end up doing? We did what did we do? I know we did Thor. What the fuck did we do? Oh, we did Incredible Hulk, which I don't know how everyone voted for that. I was so happy watching Incredible Hulk, man. That's one of my favorite phase ones. We watched that, then we watched Thor, and then I think we watched Captain America Winter Soldier. And by that point, everyone kind of went to bed. So it's like, we're generally able to get through 2. So there's going to be about 3 choices on Saturday. And basically, we're going to get at least through 2. So it's like, we're definitely going to be able to get through the important ones.
Yeah, and the biggest thing, too, is like I was going to mention, like Winter Soldier is not phase 1. And, you know, after we watch our phase 1 movies or do whatever, like, you know, people can choose, you know, like,
Pretty
hey,
much.
do we continue with this or do we do something else? So we'll probably do that again this next time. But with that said, folks. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, there's a big thing that we need to advertise. What's going to be happening on Sunday, Trey?
Oh, that's right. After the main event of this channel, the Midnight Chat Attack on Saturday, 7:30 CST. On Sunday, you got the Ringside Hangouts WrestleMania. Join us there at that WrestleMania Ringside Hangouts. We're going to talk about the drama. Will I be yelling? Will I be leaving my shirt at another chair for a year because I'm angry at the show because of how stupid it's going to be? Let's wait and find out on Sunday on the WrestleMania Ringside Hangout show. Thanks for joining us tonight, guys.
Yeah, thank you for joining us very, very much. And now it's time to get the fuck out of here. Make sure to keep it locked on the YouTube channel because I'm going to be posting this up later on without all the lag and everything, too. That's why local recording is fucking amazing. So, with that said, Mr. Allen Shakezine, not Turkeysian. Yep. God damn, guys' names are so fucking
There you go.
close.
You got it right.
God, it's so difficult. On 3. On that 2, on that 1, attack the
mother beefing trash. Through WrestleMania 2 from the